What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy and welcome to another video on the channel. Today guys, we are going to be talking about why the Master could be in Quadratum and what he could be doing there in the first place. That's another speculation video. This was something that was on my mind and I thought it would be pretty cool to speculate ideas and get your guys' opinions on this. So we've known about the Master disappearing for a long time. The Master's disappearance was a thing that's basically started the story for Kingdom Hearts Key. Before the Master would disappear, he would give the foretellers each their own little roles that would play out into the future and would lead to the world we have today in Kingdom Hearts with the Guardians and Xehanort. The Master did all of that. Though years later, we would get a lot more context to his disappearance and potentially hints as to where he might have disappeared to, which was one of the biggest questions for so long. And in the finale to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, it would seem that the Master disappeared to Quadratum, a world the Master can't even conceive. This seems to be the world the Master might have escaped to. We see the Master in this world in the secret ending, having no idea why, though we also see the Master in cutscenes that we knew happened a decent bit after he left, but also a decent bit before Sora would end up in Quadratum, like the young Xehanort cutscene. So it kind of implies to me that the Master might be able to know how to get in and out of this world. But what could the Master be using this world for? He can't even conceive what this world is, but that was at the time of Union Cross. Maybe after going to the world after Union Cross, he figured out a lot more about it. This seems to be a world that isn't governed by the same rules of light and darkness as ours, at least that's what's speculated. I don't know how any of our characters would know for sure, but that's what's speculated at least. And it could be key to the Master's plan to defeat the darkness. A world that runs without it could give the Master plenty of insight into a world that he could be wanting to create. The Master, by defeating the darknesses, essentially wants to destroy the foundations that the world seemingly was built on. Darkness and light, one can't exist without the other. The Master kind of wants to take that away because of everything darkness has done for years and years and years. So how would that go? Well, Quadratum could be the insight he needs to understand that part of his plan. But we should look at Quadratum a bit more deeply than that. It might not be a world that just doesn't have light and darkness, but it could be a world that hasn't had it affected by it yet. Meaning, what if darkness was trapped in that world? What if light even was trapped in that world? Would that world then run by the same laws that ours does? I feel like the Master is going to be using Yozora and Sora as very big parts into his plan, probably Riku as well, and they are there knowingly by the Master. The Master is aware of that. What exactly he has in mind for them? It's really hard to take a guess at that. But maybe he wants Sora and Riku out of the picture for what he's about to do to the rest of the Guardians, or for what he has planned for the rest of the Guardians, the foretellers, etc. But I have a feeling, like always, Sora might trip him up a bit. Maybe, we'll see. I find the concept of the Master being here very interesting. I feel like the Master in Quadratum adds like a extra layer of just randomness to this situation, because Yozora, Sora, and Riku, we've been pretty comfortable with that thought of characters being in that world for a while. That's how we were introduced to that world in the secret ending initially. But throwing the Master in there kind of says to me that this does indeed tie into a lot of like other stuff that had to do with Union Cross, that has to do with the Realm of Light, and there's some big picture here that a lot of us might be missing that the Master is definitely in on. This world may not be completely separate from ours, but rather it's just another part of ours that we haven't acknowledged. But those are just some thoughts I wanted to throw out there. I want to know how you guys feel about this. I may do a live stream discussion going even deeper into this to get that live interaction with the chat and stuff, so we can bounce back and forth off of each other. But if you enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer.